Welcome to GroundUp. 10 rapid-fire questions with people who've actually built from the ground up.
Hello founders, welcome to another episode of GroundUp. Today we have Mr. Ashwin Mushran in front of us and we have a little rapid fire round with him. So let's see. So sir, if your voice could narrate one famous movie trailer, which one would you do?
The Godfather, or Sholay,
Oh,
Sholay or The Godfather. It's similar kind of
that's
things.
interesting.
Yeah.
Stage acting or voice acting, which one gives you the bigger adrenaline rush?
Stage acting. I love voice acting, but stage acting because live.
Yeah. One actor whose voice you absolutely admire.
Indian or anybody?
Anyone.
Morgan Freeman.
If I had to choose between Bollywood,
That would be Amitabh Bachchan. Amitabh Bachchan, hi.
that is phenomenal.
I know.
What is the biggest mistake people make in public speaking or communication?
They don't allow themselves to breathe. They don't take the time to pause. Take the time to pause because that allows you a thought process. They rush into everything. Take a breath, take a pause, then start speaking.
In one sentence, how can someone instantly improve their executive presence?
Take a pause. Always. Always.
Take a pause.
Always I'll come back to that. But no, if you're asking one sentence, stand straight, palms open, take a breath, smile, and speak.
How important is body language compared to voice when communicating?
Voice is what people hear first. They almost see your voice and they make your judgments based on that. But your voice will not be impactful if you don't have the body language to support it. If I just sit here talking to you like this, you're like, enough, ho gaya, finished, thank you very much, rapid found, over, let's go. But as soon as I start moving my hands with my voice, you're going to see an engagement, you're going to see energy. So you need both. Voice is the first thing though.
But body language makes it engaging.
Body language supports your voice and you have to have the two of them together.
With AI voices and technology growing fast, what will always keep human communication powerful?
The ability to connect to somebody, the ability to have a conversation with somebody, the ability to have a one-on-one, I think just the ability to talk to somebody else at a human level. I think people are forgetting the art of conversation. Talking to one person is public speaking. People have to remember that. And people are typing so much, messaging so much, they're just forgetting what it's like to talk to another person. Eye contact, look at them, speak to them. And when they smile, smile back. No.
So, when did you first realize the power of voice and presence in your life?
I would say first, I learned the power of presence because I was doing acting and at that time everybody was seeing you, even at school, college. I learned about the power of voice much later. Even after drama school, I didn't understand the complete power of your voice till I even started dubbing. And I started doing voice work and voiceovers and dubbing. I understood the power of the voice. And then I moved to understanding the power of voice for communication, which is not the same as for voiceovers. And I understand the impact it makes. How you speak is how people remember you.
So true, very true. So after 20 plus years of performing under pressure, how do you still manage stage nerves?
I always say, and I've said this before, I said this today, that the nerves will always be there. It's just that I know my material. And if you know your material, you'll be able to keep those nerves away. You'll still be nervous. Nervous energy is important. If you don't know your material at all, like today, I would say I knew most of my stuff. In case something went wrong, I knew exactly where to go next because I'd read it so many times. I knew it. I knew my beginning, I knew my middle, and I knew my end.
Yeah.
But you will always be nervous And that's where the breathing comes in. Learn how to breathe. You know what? You can use this or not. Once in the morning, once in the evening, take a breath in through your nose, 6 seconds, multiplied by 5. Exhale, 6 seconds. 6 seconds in. Six seconds out. Do it once in the morning, do it once in the evening. And 1 month later, I'd love to know what it does for you.
I'm gonna try it for sure. For sure.
I'd really love to know what it does for you. 6 seconds in, but only breathe through your nose, inside. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale to think, exhale to speak. If there's one thing I can say.
Well, I'm going to try it for sure. I'm sure they will too. So, what daily habit helps you maintain confidence and clarity in communication?
This exercise I do in the morning and I do in the evenings. I practice reading things out aloud. I read things out aloud. I read as much as possible. That gives me, it gives me, not exactly, it's not an exercise, but it gives me practice. And I think everybody should practice that in front of the mirror.
Yeah.
And learning to listen. I've had to work very hard at that, where I used to speak without listening. And now I've learned to listen to the other person, because communication isn't just about you speaking. It's about you listening to the other person so that you can respond in the correct way. If you don't listen, you'll never respond in the correct way. So you have to listen to the other person.
There's a saying that you have to be a great listener to be a great speaker first.
Yes, and that's what's great about being an actor.
Yeah.
Why this kind of fits what I do now, because in acting as well, if you watch a movie, a TV, a show, and quite often you're watching the person who's reacting. So often they're showing the reaction and not the action, not the person speaking, because that's what you want to see. So the listening is incredibly important. I believe everybody should start learning to listen better. And if they listen better, they'll be able to communicate better because they're hearing the other person.
Yeah. So before we end, what is one thought or message you would like to leave with the audience today?
I think I've already mentioned this, and it's about the nerves, because that actually really stood out. There was actually a very brave question that was asked. You are always going to be nervous. You're always going to be scared. You're always going to be frightened. It is never, ever going to go away. No matter how confident you are, it's always going to be there. Just know that you are in a room, in a place, because you deserve to be there. And if you believe that, that confidence will show.
That's a really powerful message, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, all.
Thank you.